Second race on the card, guys. Let's talk about the Soccer 6 Juvenile Plate. It's run over 1,200 meters. Just so that you know, when we're doing this on the Monday, that number 1, Just Be Lekker, has been taken out of the race. It's not going to be running. A reminder about our Twitter account and our WhatsApp account and our YouTube and our 4racing.tv. We're also on DSTV. But there's 7 horses that line up here in the opening leg of the bipod, Daryl. So Daryl Murray's with me again. And there are a couple unraced unknowns. So what do you make of the race?
Yeah. I don't know what to say, Claude. Don't know much about these first timers.
Yeah.
There is a comment with regards to number 5. Excuse me.
Yes. I know the wife's spending the money. I can see it.
In the front of the computer form.
Yes.
Can you find it over there for me?
No, I haven't got it in front of me now.
You can't. Okay,
No.
number 5. Working well.
Yeah.
If not green, should be competitive.
Okay.
That's quite upbeat.
Yeah.
Claude, now obviously the favourite over here is number 4, George Handel, and he's shown enough to suggest that he's ready to exit the maiden ranks. I mean, he's the obvious selection. Please take note, I did have number 1 in my perm, so if the favourite does run in the top 2, we'll naturally double up.
Sure.
I love the debut of number 7, Policy of Truth. I watched that replay. The top 2 who had racing experience got first run on him, and I thought he did extremely well to
win. I mean,
to run
to be
on
right there.
where he did.
Well, Dreamland ran ahead of that and came out and won.
Yeah, so I think
that's
he's
not
got
too
a lot
bad.
of scope for improvement. I'm hoping he can race closer to the pace this time around, and I think of the race numbers 4 and 7 will fight it out.
Okay, so those are the ones. In as far as the form is concerned, I mean, George Handel ran a cracker to Hawkbill. So, and remember, if the one's out, depends who's state favourite, and Daryl's got them in the perm anyway. Here's the perm we're referring to. So Daryl's going 1, 4 and 7 by 1, 7, 9, 10, 12 and 14 by 10 by 7 by 1, 3, 4, 7, 13, 17 by 3, 4, 5 and 7. Of course, the news coming through that the source of the one is out has just come through. So it may even give you guys the opportunity, if you want at home or wherever you're watching from, you can take the one out. That's entirely up to you in the first leg. But that's what we think. Race 2, bipod vaal. With us now for race number 2 on the card. Let's take a look at what I beg your pardon, race number 3. Let's take a look at what we're doing in place accumulators. We've got the source here, King Rahul, ready to win, we think. Well, it's 9-2 favourite, top of the boards. Market's got it open in the normal. 1 Magic Prince is 5-1, and number 10 Sugar Awesome's 5-1. So market-wise, early market from the various departments, they all seem to be indicating that it's cut and dried.
Yeah, it's an open race.
Horse. Yeah.
Open race, Claude. You can see on paper, I mean, very little separating King Rahul, Super Awesome, Tyson the Brave. So, who's going to make the most improvements? Who's going to get luck in running? I don't know.
Yeah,
I've thrown them all in. Magic Prince, now he's very limited, but he's very fit. He's got pace on a firm track. He's going to get away and could possibly run into a top 3 position, Clyde.
Right.
I've thrown him in. I think the one with the strongest form coming to this race could be number 14, Siyasha. Now you can see on debut he ran behind Guy Gibson. He came out and ran 3rd in the gold medallion behind Lucky Lad. On debut also in that race was Jerusalem Rain. He's won 2 since then, and he ran 2nd behind Lucky Lad in the nursery. Also in that race was... Who else was there? One other that's come out and won.
Give me another chance.
No.
Kawalami.
No.
Well, the last Siyasha. The last Siyasha 4 months.
Not the last Siyasha.
Are you talking about the previous one?
Yes.
Well, don't worry about that.
Hawkbill.
And Hawkbill.
Yes.
But the last form line's even stronger.
Yeah, I know, but how far did he finish behind?
It doesn't, forget
and
about it.
And he had excuses.
Yeah, but it says reasons, so ignore the run.
Yeah, so...
But the fact of the matter is the company was very good.
The fact of the matter is he's been rested since then. And I don't know his well-being. If I know that he's coming to the track fit and well and expected to run a big race, I'm going to be leaning towards number 14 as the likely winner.
Yeah, I don't blame you. The form line's great. It's a 3-month break, so we're not exactly sure. But I'm sure Clinton Binder does get his horses fit and well. I don't think they come into the races in need of runs.
How's Clinton's form?
I don't know. How's his form? Good. Has he been in good? I'm not sure. I'm not certain. I'm not following that closely enough to ask.
Well, his last one was Kawalami.
But he's been placing, has he?
He's always in the money. He's always...
All right. Anyway, on form, in terms of the strength of horses and quality that one's run with, this horse, the Usher that Daryl's picked up on, is the horse to beat. And it's trading, I think, what did I give you? Excuse me. You see, there goes my phone. My wife's also spending now. Every time they spend a beep, we cough. Okay, so what's it called, this horse we're speaking about, Daryl? The Usher. What price did I say it was? Early 6 to 1, thereabouts. Anyway, here's a place accumulator. We're going like this. Daryl Murray 1, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14. So it is open. But fortunately, after that, it does appear to become so much easier because we bankers 10, then bankers 7, then bankers 4, then 3, 4, 5, 7, then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, and banker the 1 at the back. That's what the PA looks like for the Vaal. On to race number 4. It's time to get a pick 6 on. 4 Racing thanks and appreciates Chris Jonker Racing Stables maiden plate over 1,600 metres. And there are 12 horses that will go to the gate in this race. Early market indicating Holocene is trading at about 2 to 1 thereabouts. Some other markets have got it 22 to 10. Number 10 on the card is this horse Mutarazi is trading at around 3 to 1. And then the 8 horse Fashiminari is trading at around 6 to 1. It's 7s and better about the others. See, Broadway's in there as well. Can we go Holocene or what's the play?
If you go in Holocene, wait. He's not going to start favourites.
Okay.
The favourite will be Mutarazi, Clyde.
All right.
Come race time. Mutarazi showing steady improvements in each and every start. He wasn't quite in his last race. He was certainly doing his best work late. So I think he's going to appreciate being on a long, straight vaal track. Unwind, and he's got an additional 150 metres in his favour. The front line franked that form. Now, Holocene, many expected him to win his later starts. He was very disappointing. But Clyde, I actually think he's better than that effort. Never could he ever get beat by I'm a Man. I mean, I'm a Man's form was dreadful.
So what was the error in judgment there?
He just ran below par.
Oh.
He's much better than that. One thing in this horse's favour is it's a jockey up. Keegan de Mello. Very, very fit Clyde. He's got that early toe. So if there's a few of him behind him that are green and off the bit, he could catch them unawares. Number 8, what's this? Fushimi Inari. I watched his replay. In my mind, needs one more run before taken seriously. So I'm happy to say 9 and 10 to fight it out. 10, my clear-cut first pick.
Well, Fushimi Inari is interesting because that was Total Surrender, whom we rate quite high, has come out in one. So.
But I watched that replay. Total Surrender was 2 lengths behind him, turning into the straight, and he
let him go.
Quickened on smartly past him.
So you Mutazi, yeah?
Mutarazi, yes.
Mutarazi. Okay, let's get our pick 6 up, please. Have a look at what the plan is. Darren Burrows going 8, 9, and 10 by 7, 9, 10, 12 by Field. Then 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Then 2, 3, 5, and then Banker 1. Welcome back, guys, to race number 5, the Tab Telebet Maiden Plate over 1,600 metres. Note that in this race, an early scratching, we're doing this on Monday, that the source number 6 is out, and that will leave you with 11 runners that will go to the gate. In terms of an indication as to what one should possibly take into account from a market perspective is that number 7, Canford Rose, is top of the boards, but does share favouritism with Let's Go Now. They're both at 22 to 10, and you get 5 to 1 bar those two, Daryl. We're down to 2?
Down to 2.
Down to 2.
Past the 2 of them.
Which
if
one
I'm
of the
big
two
on
sure?
Mutarazzi in the previous race, Clyde,
Yes, yeah.
I have to be big on Camford Rose. No, she was, she was the filly in the race last time out in open company. I thought falls into the same category as Mutarazzi. She was never in contention, but doing her best work late. She could have been in need of a comeback run. I think she's going to strip fitter and she's going to appreciate the long straight. So she's my preference over. Now this is Bless My Stars' full sister, eh?
Yes.
You know that.
Yes, you said so.
Let's go now.
Correct.
You know,
Last
let's
time
go
we spoke
now.
about it, you mentioned it.
It was as if
Shilpa's
she,
Moon came out of there, right?
yeah, it was
And
as if she,
Macaroon came out to run second.
yeah. It's like she showed
You
very
don't
little
look
interest in the early stages, but I must be honest, she was doing her best work late, Clyde. If you watch that head-on, towards the end of that race, she could have finished a length or two closer because she had nowhere to go. There were like three horses ahead of her, and she just ran into a pocket. So she could have finished closer.
All right.
7 and...
Those
What's
are-
it? 7
yeah.
and 9.
Okay, two horses.
Don't
Don't
look
look
past
past
the
them.
two.
7 and 9, says Mr. Marie. Don't need to look past them. That's cool. Let's have a look then at what the players for the boys and girls like this. 7 and 9 by 1, 3, 4, 7, 13, 17 by 1, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 8. And at the back, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. That's your jackpot for the Vaal meet. Right, everybody, we're on to race 6. Welcome to the team where we chat about this fillies and mares handicap over 1,200 metres. It's a large field of 16 of them. There are a couple of reserves in here, but does seem to be the kind of race that, you know, could show or throw up any sort of result. You know, we know Samoa, we know how popular she is at the end of the day. She's betting 6 to 1 the field, so that, well, they are anyway, with Silver Clock trading at 7 to 1. So 7, 8 is that 2 Letitia Angel. They've met time and time again, and, well, I don't know what it looks like for you.
Yeah, and time again, the result changes, Clyde.
Yeah.
Second breath, Samoa. On paper, nothing to separate the two of them. We don't know where the best going or the more favoured section's going to be up the Vaal straight, Clyde.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. I fancied a bit of Alabama Anna last time out, but, you know, that was around the bend over the 7 furlongs. She came out, she was a bit too keen. She does very, very well up this Vaal straight. So I think coming back in trip, certainly favour her. On cue, caught out by the 5 furlong last time out. You know, she was in a tight position. When the gap finally opened inside that final 150, she took off, and I thought she's going to love the 6 furlongs. I thought she looked outstanding moving to the post last time out, so I believe she's in a good space. Yeah, so those are the 4 currently, my top 4 picks, numbers 1, 3, 4, and 7. However, you can't discount number 13's chances here. But Give Me the Flame. Loves this course in distance. Stable's in good form. And if number 17 comes into the race, she's currently the reserve runner. Mix the Magic. She's had excuses recently. Last time out, she was drawn high. The course was dead towards the outside on that occasion. So if she comes in, throw her into your trifectas and quartets.
Okay. We'll watch out if it does. I see in terms of, I know it's a bit late to be talking about this now because we're halfway through, but 0 false rail, outside rail. So they're going to jump from the extreme outside up the straight. There doesn't appear to be that middle rail that they would normally put up, right?
So where do you think the best going?
What if it's on the extreme outside? It's going to be on the extreme outside, I think. That's what I think. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Well, you'll know by now. Once you have known by now, you'll know where you are. Okay, let's have a look. What we're doing here, bet-wise. Where are we? We're going field by, Darren Barrow says field, a whole lot. By 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. By 3 and 4, by banker 1. Okay, everybody, welcome back. We're moving on to race number 7 now on the card, and this is a handicap over 1,200 metres. In this particular event, we've got number 1, Orzen Kerr, who's a fair sort, priced up 33 to 10 as favourite. I Am a Giant, number 5, is trading at around 4 to 1. Some have got them at 9 to 2, and 8 Captain Dizzy 4 to 1, 9 to 2, much the same. Okay, let's talk about it. Rockets Red Glare 8 to 1, I see. What do you like here? Orzen Kerr.
He's got a chance, Clyde. The Mauritian, you know, in his penultimate start up the Vaal straight, he was very impressive. He had that race sewn up a long way from home. So I'm willing to excuse his latest effort. Aravadicha is coming to peak fitness, back in a handicap. In the early stages of his last start, he was doing a bit too much. He's going to run a much improved race. There's no doubt in my mind that the unexposed horse and the horse that could end up much better than his current rating is number 5, I Am Giant. Concern is in the front of the book, it says he's working well, but he may just need this outing, so I'm not too sure. Barney's Pride interests me. He's coming right back in trip, and a set of blinkers goes on. He can over race, so if he settles, he'll be rattling home. This horse, number 8, Captain Dizzy, he was meant to run recently. Clyde got scratched at the start, if I'm not mistaken, not striding out. See how it moves down to the pens. Clyde, this is a very, very competitive race.
Yes,
I've got a few of you.
Yeah, there are a few. Tell me, this was Clarkson. I see Candice is keeping Clarkson over the 11, 1200. It's probably still a bit too short, eh?
Yeah, he'll be running on.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get there in time. I think he needs a
14.
He's actually in my mind, 1400 miler.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You really took off smartly in
I
his
know,
last
that he
start.
caught my eye last time. That's why I'm asking the question. But maybe if it is still too short, then we'll wait one more run. All right, well, that's the story from Daryl Marie. Let's have a look at what the guys think. Daryl's going there in the pick 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Last time he tipped the pick 3, I think you got 14 or 15 times your money by 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. By 1, 3, and 5. But this is a bit of a pricey one. It's 90 Rand. It tends to be the case because the last 3 legs do seem to be quite open. Okay, everybody, we're back now with you. We're on to the 8th race, and we've got this horse Pontiac as favourite, priced up at around 5 to 2. Number 3, Captain Hindsight, is trading at 4 to 1. I personally thought that might be the right horse in the race, and I asked if Daryl what he likes, and 8 Stormy Seas is 5. So I know in your pick 3 you had a few horses, so obviously you've got quite a number of horses that you want to talk about, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, Pontiac's improving sort, Clyde.
Yeah.
Lovely post-maiden effort. I mean, closing smartly. Well clear of the third-placed runner. Did pick up a 2 kg penalty, but he could be well ahead of the handicapper. He's taking on some hard knockers over here. Interesting to see that Captain Hindsight is now with Tony Peters' yard. He's a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
So he's probably in his place. But let's see if he's able to squeeze another 1 or 2 out of him. I mean, we haven't... he hasn't seen the winners.
He came off the sale and
for
that, didn't he?
600 odd days,
Yeah.
But he's look at him here. I mean, he's in consistent form, knocking at the door.
Sure.
Number 5, Power Broker, back with Tony or back with the Peters. 215 days off the track. Computer form comment in the front of the book is very upbeat. It's working well. So follow the market with regards to his chances. Pinch hit. Back in a handicap a few runs ago with Keegan de Mello in a handicap. Ran second to the Mauritian. Same course and distance, same mark. Give him a chance. What's interesting, have a look at the Stormy Seas, eh? The jockey-trainer combination. 1 runner, 1 winner. You've only seen Craig on Mr. Magna's horse once.
This
happened
season?
To be this horse, yeah, this
the current season, okay.
And he's the type of horse that suggests he'll get away with the 6 furlong because he's always running on late.
Okay.
He could follow up, Clyde.
Sure. No, well, he could. All right, so it's one of those races. Interesting. I think you're going to see a lot more of Muzieni on Tony Peters' horses.
Is it?
I think so.
Where's Dennis?
No, he'll be around. I think Muzi's starting to... He wants to get out there, but no, so watch
Okay.
out. All right. Well, he is on this horsepower broker. Maybe that's the right one then, and not Captain Hindsight. Let's see. We'll see what happens in the race. We're going 3 and 4 from Darren Burrows' perspective. He still likes Pontiac quite a lot. So Captain Hindsight and Pontiac for him. That's the 8th race on the card. All right, so that's the 8th. We're going to be back with you for race 9 in a moment. Next vaal meeting is Thursday the 6th of July. This is a handicap at the 68 level. It's over 1,700 metres. And it's one of those races where if you look at the market, well, Brett Crawford, who's been in fantastic form, he really is having a great run. And nothing else matters, may well be the right horse. It's 5-2 favourite. You can get 28-10 here and there. William Iron Arm, Alec Laird's horse, 4-1, seems to be a very nice sort in the making as well. And there's one other here, We Are the Logans, who was an impressive winner the last time we watched that in action. And of course, Gregor McGregor's back. Corbus Rouge got that in good form. I thought that perhaps nothing else matters, but are there a handful that can...
I thought we were very stiff last time out when we labelled him, Clyde.
Yeah.
He did look like he was coming through to win it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Same course and distance. No, actually not the same course and distance. 100 meters shorter, right? But same mark. 3rd run after arrest. Neat draw. Let's hope he's slightly closer to the pace this time round. But I think having his peak run, we can see this horse go on with it, Clyde. He's not going to... I certainly don't think he's going to retire a 2-time winner. I think he's more than capable. Let's wait until he gets to the testing turpentine stand side track. I think he's going to turn into a nice staying type on the Highveld.
Where do we stand with William Iron Arm and We Are the Logans?
Yeah, William Iron Arm, if you look at him, Clyde, you have to believe he's going to improve with racing. I mean, he's solid. He's going to get better with each and every start. Far from seeing the best of him.
What's the turnaround with him and We Are the Logans now?
I think it's only half a kilogram for half a length. So luck in running could determine a different outcome. There's not going to be much separating the two of them. And We Are the Logans has had one extra start. So I think with regards to racing fitness, slight edge in his favour. So I'm gonna tip 1 as a confident selection over here.
Can Gregor McGregor win again?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he can. Well, he can, Clyde.
Sure.
Is he going to be in my top 3 picks?
No. So you're big on nothing. You're bigger on nothing else matters.
Yeah, I think he's going to take some beating, and you can empty out in the swingers over here. Banker 1 by 3 and 5.
Banker 1 by 3 and 5. Okay, so it appears to be those runners. All right, the 9th race. Let's take a look at what the boys want to do. Have a selection here. They're going with Darren Burrows and Daryl Marie are both quite keen on this horse. Number 1, Nothing Else Matters. That when we were recording the show on Monday morning was trading around 5-2, 28-10 in some places.